Hey, what up? So I've had absolutely zero Marines ask me exactly what it is that a motivated retired 0111 Pogue Master Gunnery Sergeant does with their newly found freedom and retirement time. And so I figured, let me fucking let you know exactly what it is that I do since none of you asked. I still wake up early as shit. But I don't go to the gym first thing in the morning anymore. I just go whenever the fuck I feel like going. But I still eat the same breakfast that I've been eating since 2012. And this is it right here, baby. Yeah. Oatmeal, half a cup. Strawberries, blueberries, walnuts, cinnamon, honey, bananas. Mix it all up and eat it because the shit's good. It's good for you. It gives you energy, gives you nourishment, makes you look good, makes you feel good, all that shit. I know that a lot of Marines, they subsist on the motherfucking PX 7-day store diet, which is fucking taquitos and a Mountain Dew, right? And then they fucking blame their leadership for their anxiety and stress. That's another story for another day. I'll tell you what fucking retired 0111 motivated Master Gunnery Sergeants do on their fucking daily day. I'll tell you exactly what we do. We read Maradmin's, baby. And today I'm going to go over Maradmin 225/25. Subject, application for selection as Color Sergeant of the Marine Corps. And I'm going to have to put these fucking glasses on because I can't see no more. I'm going to read this motherfucker from top to bottom. I'm going to show you how to break down a Maradmin, how to read it, how to understand it. Man, I had to restart this video because my wife called me while I was friggin' doing the other one and I wasn't about to redo the whole thing. So I'm just going to connect the two with my fucking skills, right? My editing skills. Anyway, back to this damn Maradmin. We're going to read this thing top to bottom. I'm going to explain to you how to fucking understand it and what you need to do if you're interested in being the Color Sergeant of the Marine Corps, or commanders, senior enlisted, anybody in the fucking Marine Corps that sees this and thinks they have a Marine who is eligible or is competitive enough to be the Color Sergeant of the Marine Corps. They should encourage them to apply. The Maradmin is very simple to understand, and I'll break it down from top to bottom. I'm like 3 weeks behind on this thing. Came out on 9 May, and it's right after Memorial Day, but you still got time. So let's do this. Here we go. Glasses on, right? Maradmin 225/25. Date time group. 8 May 2025. Released at 1850. For those of you that don't know what that means at 6:50 p.m. this motherfucking Maradmin was released. Maradmin number 225/25. Message ID Gen Admin CMC Washington D.C. That means that this thing is coming from the Commandant, which all Maradmins technically come from the Commandant. But the Commandant ain't the one who's sitting there fucking typing these things up and sending them out. If you think that he's doing that, you really don't know what's going on. Subject, application for selection as Color Sergeant of the Marine Corps. Reference A, DON, 10 May 2021. Reference A, in the next fucking line, is going to say amplification. Reference A is Marine Corps Order 1300.8, Change 1, Marine Corps Personnel Assignment Policy. Now, here's the deal. Nobody reads that fucking shit, including the monitors. None of you read this motherfucker. And if you do and you try to cite it and you tell your monitor you cited this order, they're going to tell you to pound sand. But read it if you want. Point of contact. Here we go. J. Richard, not Richard, Richard. Sergeant Major, Unit, Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. Telephone 202-433-6764. I say again, 202-433-6764. Gen text remarks 1, paragraph 1. This Maradmin solicits nominations for the Color Sergeant of the Marine Corps. Here we go. Paragraph 2. The Color Sergeant of the Marine Corps is the Commandant's representative for all formal ceremonial commitments requiring the Marine Corps' battle colors. The Color Sergeant travels throughout the continental United States and overseas with the Battle Color Detachment, which is comprised of the Commandant's own U.S. Marine Drum and Bugle Corps, and the Silent Drill Platoon, showcasing the ceremonial capabilities of Marine Barracks, Washington, MBW, D.C. Additionally, the Color Sergeant serves as the Marine representative for all joint service and White House functions when the presidential color is required. The Color Sergeant of the Marine Corps is one of the most visible Marines in our Corps. By virtue of this billet, the Color Sergeant is the senior sergeant in the Marine Corps and as such serves as an example in appearance, performance, and leadership for all non-commissioned officers to emulate. Now, let me break that down for you just a little fucking bit for those of you that don't understand. First of all, the Color Sergeant is going to travel all over. So you got to be responsible. You got to have a motherfucking government travel charge card. You got to understand DTS. If you don't understand this shit, get with your friggin' S1 or somebody and start learning about it. Now, number two, the Color Sergeant is a part of the Battle Color Detachment, which is comprised of the Commandant's Own Drum and Bugle Corps and the Silent Drill Platoon. The Color Sergeant is not in charge of the Silent Drill Platoon. The Color Sergeant is a member of Company A. He's in charge of the motherfucking, damn, what the hell is it called? I can't even remember. Shit, it'll come back to me. Anyway, he's not in charge of the Silent Drill Platoon. The Commandant's Own Drum and Bugle Corps are Marines. Don't get it twisted. The President's Own are technically Marines, but they don't go to boot camp. The Commandant's Own Drum and Bugle Corps have gone to boot camp. They've gone to MCT. They've gone to MOS school. And their unit is the Drum and Bugle Corps. There's like 90 of them. The Color Sergeant is responsible for the Color Guard, which is not just 4 Marines, it's several Marines, because there's several Color Guards that go all over the place. I don't know real deep in depth exactly what they do from day to day, but I know working hand in hand with the Color Sergeant almost daily, that he's a busy motherfucker, and he's got a lot of responsibilities, including leading young Marines. The Color Sergeant got to be wired tight. The Color Sergeant has to be someone who all sergeants and NCOs and junior Marines would want to emulate. This is some serious shit. You're dealing with high-level people. You can't be some fucking run-of-the-mill garbage-ass sergeant. There's a lot of them garbage-ass sergeants out there. You know who I'm talking about. Some of you might be listening to me right now. But there's a lot of wired, tight sergeants out there, too, that could fill this billet. And there's some requirements that go along with it, and we're going to go through it. But first, I got to take a bite of my motherfucking oatmeal, baby. All right. Paragraph 3. In addition to the criteria contained in the reference, which is the Marine Corps assignment policy, which nobody's fucking reading, nominees must also meet the following additional requirements. Be a sergeant of any Marine occupational specialty. I don't think it's called Marine occupational specialty. They fucked that up. It's military occupational specialty, MOS, but whatever. Only a guy like me would probably notice that fuck up, right? And I'm going to announce it to the world. Anyway, be a sergeant of any MOS. That means any MOS that you're a sergeant, you can do this. Used to be 03s. Now they opened it up. Be 73 to 78 inches tall. For those of you that can't do that math real fast, 73 inches is 6'1". 78 inches is, I don't know, add fucking 5 inches to 6'1", right? 6'6". Marines that do not meet the height requirement will be considered on a case-by-case basis. Listen, if you're 5'8", don't fucking submit. If you're 6 foot, submit. You're 6'7", submit. You're 5'8", 5'9", forget about it, dude. You fucking, life fucked you. You're short. You're on the little end of the hump. I got it. You got to fucking do more steps than the tall guy. Got it. You ain't going to get this fucking position. Sorry. Be within height, weight standards, and possess outstanding physical stamina and personal appearance. Listen, you should be running at least a fucking 260, 265, 275, 280, 285, 290, 295, 300 PFT. All Marines should be running a 300 CFT. The shit's easy. Listen, if you have problems with the CFT, you can get with me. I'll fucking hook you up. But you gotta be you gotta look fucking good. You gotta look good. Sorry. In the grade of sergeant and not selected for promotion to staff sergeant. Some people read this shit and they don't understand, right? You have to be a sergeant, not a corporal, not a motherfucking staff sergeant select, a sergeant. Have a minimum of 2 years obligated service remaining at the time of execution of permanent change of station orders to Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. If you're one of those motherfuckers that's teetering on, I'm getting out, I'm staying in, I'm getting out, I'm staying in, fuck all that, dude. Submit your motherfucking reenlistment. Tell the Corps you're staying in for a lifetime because you're the freaking color sergeant. You want to be the color sergeant and you're a career Marine anyway. You want to do this shit. Don't mess around with your obligated service. Have the obligated service. Here's the fucking kicker right here. Be eligible for a top secret, sensitive, compartmentalized information, Yankee white clearance. Look, if your shit's fucked up, forget it. Just forget it. If your shit's fucked up, forget it. You got to be on the up and up. All right? They're going to do a thorough background investigation on your ass. And if you can't pass it, you're wasting everybody's time. This process entails a thorough background check and examination of the applicant's ethos, conduct, and for some of you motherfuckers that can't handle this, your financial history. If you're in massive debt, go clear your debt out. Don't submit. Have a minimum of 18 months time on station. That means you've been at your motherfucking unit for a minimum of 18 months. Don't be the one who just got there 3 months ago. You don't like your unit, you don't like your Marines, you don't like your leadership. You're doing everything you can to get the fuck out of there. Not for this position. Eligible to report to Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C., ideally by 1 August, but not later than 1 September 2025. Here's the thing. You need to be there between these dates because October, November, December, you're going to be doing some serious motherfucking training. You're going to be doing some serious training. Matter of fact, October through parade season, which starts in late April, early May, you are going to be training. Trust me. So you need to be ready to go. Don't come there with all types of fucking problems, neither. You need to be ready to go. Possess unquestionable moral character, superior leadership, organizational skills, and the capacity to serve as an uncompromising example for all non-commissioned officers to follow. Let me break this down for you. You can't be one of those motherfuckers. Every time you got a little problem, you run to somebody to help you solve it. You have to be able to solve complex problems. You have to be able to communicate with people at all levels. You have to do it with friggin' dignity, with you have to exercise good judgment. You have to be able to communicate clearly. Don't be like me right now in this video, dropping F-bombs and stuff like that. Know how to temper that, right? You have to be able to be the face of the Marine Corps. If you can't do that, don't submit. Nominations. Request commanders screen qualified volunteers and submit nomination packages to Marine Barracks, Washington, no later than 10 June 2025 for screening selection. That's right around the corner. Nominations are to include the commander's 05 level endorsed letter of recommendation with the following enclosures. Commanders, write a strong letter of recommendation too. Don't just cookie cutter that shit. Basic individual record. Basic training record. Both of those can be pulled from your MOL file. I personally like to pull it directly from McTiff's and print it. Page 11. All page 11s. UPB, Unit Punishment Book. If you've been NJP, you're trying to hide it, go fucking find out. Page 13. Those are like court martials. Why would you even fucking submit if you have a court martial? But maybe, who knows? The OMPF. All that shit's in your OMPF. Your master brief sheet. Sergeants, you all have a master brief sheet. Hopefully it looks good. Latest fitness report. Your latest fitness report. Hopefully that's a good one too. Your professional resume. If you don't know how to write a professional resume, hit me up. I got examples. Biography. If you don't know how to write a biography, hit me up. I got examples. Special duty assignment financial worksheet. I believe that's probably in the MCAP. But that financial worksheet, you need to fill that thing out. If you got financial problems, don't fucking go. Digital photos must be electronically filed in the Marines OMPF. There's this thing going around where people think they don't have to take a photo, right? The photo is still required. So if you're a Marine, E5 and above, go take a photo every year. It's still required to be in your OMPF. Finalists must attend a 3-day selection process at MBW in June 2025. Travel date, 22 June. Screening from 23 to 25 June. Return flights booked no earlier than 1800, 6 p.m. on 25 June. Again, make sure your fucking DTS is up to date. Make sure you have a government travel charge card. Make sure you know how to do basic DTS. They're going to cross-org you. If you start calling up and you have all sorts of fucking problems because you can't figure out your DTS, when I was the admin chief at MBW, if you would have called me up with those problems, I'd have made sure that the sergeant major knew that you were fucked up. So have your shit right. First, I would have helped you, right? But I would have determined if you were fucked up, and I'd have told him. NBW will assume responsibility for required travel and associated TAD costs, meaning they're going to pay for it. They're going to do a cross-org. Airline travel is recommended, though POV travel is authorized if advantageous to the government with regards to cost. Do you know what that means? Here's what that means. You're coming from Lejeune. To fly, it costs $350. To drive, it costs $170. It's more advantageous to drive. They'll approve it. Government quarters and messing are directed. You're going to stay at the motherfucking barracks right there at MBW. You're going to eat at the chow hall. Don't try to fucking, just trust me. Rental vehicles may be authorized by the nominee's parent command at their expense. What that means is Marine Barracks ain't paying for your fucking rental car. They'll pay for your Uber from the fucking airport to Marine Barracks. But if you're one of those dudes or gals who needs a rental car because you're special, your command can't afford it. Submit nominations to Sergeant Major Jimmy F. Richard. Good dude. I served with him. He was the first sergeant at ACO when I was the mass sergeant at Marine Barracks. Really good sergeant major. I vouch for this guy. Marine Barracks, Washington, 8th and I Street, Southeast Washington, D.C., 20390, or via electronic correspondence at jimmy.richard@usmc.mil. Ensure command point of contact information and commercial phone numbers are provided. Telephonic inquiries are encouraged. Direct all such calls to the POC. Hey, listen, you call a sergeant major, you're going to pick up, man. That's just the type of dude he is, and he's going to talk to you. Release authorized by Lieutenant General Paul J. Rock, Jr., Director, Marine Corps Staff, otherwise known as DMCIS. Marine Barracks goes through DMCIS to release their Maradmins. Now, that's the breakdown of that Maradmin. I encourage all Marines in the grade of sergeant who feel like they could do this shit, fucking apply. And I'll share 3 things with you before I take this fucking bite of my oatmeal. Actually, 4 things. Number 1, the selection process is a process. You need to come ready to be on your best, ready to display your best. You need to come ready to explain to the leadership of Marine Barracks why you should be the color sergeant of the Marine Corps. I sat on the board, I think there was like 4 or 5 of us, for selecting the 18th color sergeant of the Marine Corps. Hold on, let me get my glasses real quick. Was it the 18th? Oh, I'm sorry, no, 38th. I sat on the board to select the 38th color sergeant of the Marine Corps. And shame on me, I can't remember the guy's name. But he was good. He was good. But I do remember the 37th color sergeant of the Marine Corps. His name was Sergeant Newton. And I remember him because we had a good relationship. And he gave me his coin. 37th color sergeant of the Marine Corps. We had a good relationship. He was a fucking good sergeant. He would come in and talk about leadership in my office all the time. Great dude, man. Really, really solid. He did a good fucking job. Number 2, Marine Barracks I fucking loved it. It's a great place. It's a grind. I marched. See, I'm on that little cup. I marched for 3 years at Marine Barracks. I was actually a parade commander for the 18th and 19th Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps Post and Relief. Who would have ever thought that an 0111 Mass Sergeant Pogue would be the parade commander for a Post and Relief? Sergeant Major Green gave up Sergeant Major Marine Corps to Sergeant Major Black. I was the fucking parade commander for that. YouTube that shit. You'll see it. Lastly, the last thing that retired Master Gunnery Sergeant 0111 Pogue fucking motivated Marines do on their retired days off is they drink whiskey out of their 1801 Marine Barracks flask. I don't drink it in the morning, no. I just drink it at night when I'm playing poker. Hey, in all seriousness, submit your package. If you got questions, reach out to the Sergeant Major. If you got some real questions on what the fuck goes on there, reach out to me. I'll tell you. Have a good fucking, what's today, Tuesday? Have a good Tuesday. Semper Fidelis.